Hello my dear beautiful bastards and welcome to the Longfellow's cabin. This is an island settlement available in the Far Harbor add-on, and as some of you may know, this is a settlement we built together during a series of live streams. Over a span of 3 days, we built the most glorious island settlement inhabited by a nation of legless motherfuckers who use children of Atom for entertainment, pleasure and survival. We began the creation by constructing the foundation for the living quarters made out of regular wooden blocks. Once the ground floor was completed, we extended a bridge over the path that is located in the middle of the settlement. This path goes from the island entrance to the shack behind the main house. Once the bridge was completed, we realized that it was shit, so we changed it into an institute bridge because the other end of it will be a medical testing facility. Connected to the medical facility, there is a barn. Further connection onto the barn contains another room, a brick room with very pretty walls and roof. Placing these brick walls next to the cement foundation usually takes around 7,000 years to complete, but thanks to the fact that I was streaming, it took around 38 million years, because you kept distracting me with dank memes and blessings upon my butt. Eventually it was done, and then we built a sign. A sign so great, even Donald Trump would be jealous. Rugs of Atom placed onto vertical rugs that are attached onto the wall. The entrance to the island has an open area on both the left and right, and we needed to block that. The right side has a bunch of rowboats, while the left side has a bunch of rocks that I managed to blend into the environment so they look natural. Since this settlement is designed for legless motherfuckers, stairs are not allowed, which made creating multiple stories a bit difficult, but luckily these ramps made it possible. I added a couple of sets of ramps to the living quarters, and we had a 3-story house dedicated for the beds, because sleep is important when you spend so much time hacking and torturing people. The top floor also has an extended trapdoor, whose purpose will be explained soon. Now on the other side of the settlement, near the beach with a wrecked ship, there is a workshop created out of shitty brick that also has a reasonably large roof. Creating this roof annoyed the living shit out of me because it was high up and I needed to toggle clipping every 3 seconds to align the walls and shit. The nearby area contains 6 wheelchairs that are placed on a podium overlooking a battle arena with a puddle in the middle. The final building of this settlement is the control room all the way at the entrance of the settlement. It is created out of metal walls that have windows. Very nice looking items. Praise mods. And finally, it is tour time. We will begin at the island entrance during night. The ground has been covered with fertile soil to cover the ugly ground and rocks. The right side contains rowboats that block the path, and the left side has a line of rocks. There is a sign indicating is the settlement open or closed. It is operated from the control room above it. The building on the left has a green Rugs of Atom sign displayed over a rug wall. Continuing down the path, we get to a lit up area where the children of Atom will be incapacitated. The incapacitation happens when another prisoner is dropped through the trapdoor onto their heads. Further ahead, over the bridge, we get to the platform where we can see a large monument dedicated to Mr. Jangles. He is the one who maintains contact with the gods on behalf of all of the legless motherfuckers. The children of Atom prisoners will be kept in this shack in the 2 available cells. When taken out of the cells, they are either sent left or right. When going right, they end up going either up the ramp or right towards the testing area. If they go up, they are used as the incapacitation tool for future prisoners. In case they go to the testing area, they will be tested, both their spines and their ability to walk, and further testing will be done with various medical equipment that is available nearby. The test subjects are kept in the next room, the so-called barn. The barn was made out of stray children that came to this island a couple of years ago. Initially it was a church, but it was quickly changed into a storage room, while another room was created next to it to fulfill the godly needs. This room on the outside is used to lure children of Atom to this location, but on the inside it is actually a sacrificial, ritualistic room where a reincarnation of Final Render will dance and lick the pole every 42 days. This process will be overlooked by 3 legless motherfuckers and by Mr. Jangles, who will transmit the broadcast to the gods. This event will also be recorded for safekeeping, and there are 2 portals to Zimbabwe nearby, in case galactic travelers decide to participate in this magnificent occurrence. But let's get back to the living quarters. The door in the back leads towards the control room. This is where the settlement will be monitored with various equipment, and where the ones in charge will inform the rest of any suspicious activity. The ramp that leads downstairs in the living quarters goes to the beach. This is where the legless motherfuckers can enjoy themselves on their days off. In case the prisoners are sent to the left, then they gotta walk the walk of shame. Once the Walk of Shame is completed by 2 people, they fight in this Robert Jones's radioactive piss puddle arena. As you may notice, these battles are overlooked by a certain selection of legless motherfuckers. When the battles first started, they used only their brakes to observe, and a brake failed on one wheelchair, which killed one of them. The person was left here as a reminder to always be careful. They built a platform with a glass railing to safely observe the fights. The ship in the background is the ship with which the legless motherfuckers came to this island. They conquered it from the Mirrorlurks and decided to build their own society. In honor of the first generation of the legless motherfuckers, these battles are observed with great pride and consideration of their elders. The loser of the fight gets sent back to the cell, while the winner goes to the workshop. The workshop is controlled with a powered door, and inside we can see meat bags hanging from the roof with a lot of blood everywhere. There are 2 tables that contain saw blades, bone saws, and other equipment necessary to cut the legs. The winner's legs are cut off, and they become a part of the society. Their legs are placed into the carts and carried out across the bridge and then washed and dried in these machines. Once done, they are brought into the dining room where the legs are cooked and eaten by the existing members of the Legless Society. The Legless Society thrives, and they are working towards finding a way to walk without legs. They are confident that such a thing will be possible if enough research is done. Almost all of the ideas for this settlement came from the chat during the live streams, so in case you are interested in shaping all of the future settlement builds, make sure to tune in during a stream. Thanks for watching, and make sure to be careful. Not all rugs are safe. I have been Petard, your glorious lord, and may the blessings of Petardia eternally touch your butt.